new topic, organization of life. What do you know about the organization of life? First of all, I have to give the introduction to you. If you look around your surrounding, you will be able to observe numerous varieties of animals. There are animals like a small insects, and then you can see a big elephant. In between you can see so many dogs, cats, and so many animals you would have observed. And then the variation in animals are not only seen in size but also in the complexity of the cells, tissues and then body structure. Based on the structural organization, organisms can be classified into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. I already taught you about the prokaryotes and then eukaryotes. In the beginning of the microorganism lesson itself, I taught you about the prokaryotes and then eukaryotes. Karyo means nucleus. I told you that pro means false. Karyotes means nucleus. The organisms which have false nucleus, that is, it has RNA or DNA, the nucleic material. Instead of true nucleus, we can call the organisms into prokaryotes. Eukaryotes, U means true. I told you about that. U means true. Karyo means nucleus. The organisms which bear the true nucleus. The meaning of true nucleus is, you can see here, the double membrane bond, and then it has the nucleolus, and then inside that you have chromatin reticulum. Okay, so the difference between the prokaryote and eukaryote is the organisms, the microorganisms such as virus, some fungal, some algae can be the prokaryotic cells. The higher group of the plants and animals have the eukaryotic cells. In an organization of the life, we have to learn about the animal cells. Here, the biological organization. Biological organization starts with the submicrobic molecular level and passes through the microscopic cellular level and the microscopic and the macroscopic organisms level. And then thus biological organization shows the hierarchy in organization level from the simple to the more complex level. Here, atoms combine to form the molecule which undergo the chemical reaction to form the organelles of the cells. Several organelles are contained in the cells. A group of cells, which are the cells, are the structural and functional unit of all the organisms. So cells are the building blocks of all the organisms. So the cells together to produce the tissues. Two or more tissues together produces an organ. Two or more organs together can produce one organ system. All the organ systems together produce one organism. This is the hierarchy level of one organization. Understood, children? Do you know what is cell? A cell bear the cell membrane. The outermost layer of the cell is cell membrane. A small difference between the animal cell and the plant cell. This is the animal cell. A slight difference between the animal cell and the plant cell. Plant cell bears cell wall because of the rigidity of the plants. Here animal's skin is flexible. So we don't have any animal cell. So we don't have any cell wall here. Now children, we have to learn about the animal cell. In In flat cell we have cell wall because of the rigidity. Here the animal skin is very flexible, so we don't have any cell wall. The outermost layer of the animal cell is the cell membrane. Into that cell membrane we have protoplasm. Protoplasm is divided into two parts. One is cytoplasm, another one is nucleus. Inside the cytoplasm we have so many cell organelles such as mitochondria, centrosome, lysosome, vacuole, endoplasmic reticulum rough, endoplasmic reticulum smooth. The meaning of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is we don't have any ribosome particle stick along with that. Here this is the rough endoplasmic reticulum because the ribosomes are stick over the endoplasmic reticulum, so we can call it as the rough endoplasmic reticulum. We have lysosomes and then we have Golgi bodies. These are all the cell organelles present in the cytoplasm. This is in between. This is the nucleus. Nucleus carries the genetic material. It gives inheritance to the offsprings. It carries the genetic material known as the genes inside this chromatin reticulum. Okay, nucleus is well developed double membrane bond, and inside that we have nucleoplasm, and then this is the nucleolus, and this is the chromatin reticulum. The thread-like structure is known as the chromatin reticulum. Okay, first of all we have to learn about the mitochondria. What is mitochondria? Mitochondria helps the cell to respire. So it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. So this is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Nucleus is known as the controlling center of the cell. The centrosomes, otherwise known as the centrioles, are helpful to in the cell division, in the mitotic cell division, the meiosis cell division. And then lysosomes. We have lysosomes. Lysosomes are known as suicidal bags. It won't allow any foreign bodies enter inside the cell to create any disease. This lysosome can find out any foreign object or any poisonous substance is entering through the cell membrane. To avoid the poisonous effect or the disease effect to the other cell, these lysosomes can burst and then do suicide and then destroy this cell. To avoid this disease or to avoid the foreign body to enter inside to penetrate through the other cells. So we can call it as the suicidal bags. The lysosomes are known as the suicidal bags. Ribosomes are helpful for the cell in the synthesis of the protein. Proteins can be synthesized with the help of these ribosomes. Here the Golgi bodies are present here. Okay. Now these are all the cell organelles present inside the animal cell. Now we have to learn about the tissues. Here children, the tissues, so many cells are there. Apart from the animal cell, apart from the cell, we have so many shapes and size. Red blood cells have round shape, and then muscle cells are truncated form of the cells, and then bone cells are in a round shape. Nerve cells are in a star shape. The nerve cells are the biggest lengthy cells in all the organisms. Cells are of different shapes. Normally they are correlated with their functions. Some cells are oval or round, while certain others are elongated. Some are branched like the nerve cells or the neuron. Some of our white blood cells are amoeba-like with irregular boundaries. Now we have to learn about the tissues. Tissues are the group of cells that have a similar structure and act together to perform a specific function. There are two types, simple tissues and then complex tissues. Simple tissues are made up of the cells of same type or same kind. Example, glandular tissues. Complex tissues are made up of different kinds of tissues. Example, tissues of dry skin. Hence, simple tissue is homogeneous and complex tissues is heterogeneous. I told you that the cells are the building blocks. Our body is developed from a single cell called zygote. The zygote undergoes continuous mitotic division and forms the fetus consisting the multitude of the cells of different shape, size and content. Fetal cells gradually attain change in structure and function. This process is known as the cell differentiation. Now we have to learn about the tissues. Tissues are groups of cells that have a similar structure and act together to perform a specific function. There are two types I told you, tissues, simple tissues and complex tissues. Now the types of the tissues we have to learn. Epithelial tissues, muscular tissues, connective tissues, nervous tissues and the vascular tissues. The first four tissues, epithelial, muscular, connective, nervous, these are all the solid tissues. The vascular tissues known as the blood cells. So, only that tissue is known as the liquid tissue. All the others are the solid tissues. So, first of all, we have to learn about the epithelial tissues. This is the outer covering of all the organisms. That is known as the skin cells. And then can be these epithelial tissues can be given as a lining inside the intestines. Okay, so this epithelial tissues gives the protection to all the cells and tissues and organ system. It is outermost covering also. And then muscular tissues. They are the contractile and it helps in the movement and the locomotion. Muscular tissues. The muscles are formed with the help of this muscular tissues. Do you know that we have biceps and then triceps in your arm? Bicep muscles. And then these muscles are produced with the help of this muscular contractile tissues. And then this is help to move your hand and then leg. And then the muscular tissues are present in the heart also, cardiac muscles. It helps to pump the heart. Understood? Now we have to learn about the connective tissues. Connective tissues are the supporting tissues of the structure of the body. These are the tissues for binding different structures in our body. It connects them. Nerves are connected with these connective tissues to all part of the body and gives instructions to the brain. And then nervous tissues. Nervous tissues for conduction of the nerve impulses. We have neurons. And then there are so many nerve tissues we have in our body. It is produced with the help of the nervous tissues. And then the vascular tissues are the blood tissues. These are all the liquid tissue. This is the only liquid tissue in our body. Okay children, do you understand this tissue system? The tissues. The first one is the epithelial tissue, another one is the muscular tissue, another one is the connective tissue, then nervous tissues and then vascular tissues. So children, we have to learn about the organs. So many organs are present in our body. The organs together to produce the organ system. Here organs are the structures made up of two or more types of the tissues organized to carry out a particular function. Example, lungs, stomach, liver, brain, heart, a pancreas, spleen, kidney, urinary bladder, and so on. Here the lungs. We have lungs. That is, lungs is present at the rib cage. Do you know what is the rib cage? This is known as the chest box. Lungs is present inside the chest box. Here we have the three lobes in the right side of the lungs. Left side we have two lobes, and then we have one smaller notch, because here this is known as the cardiac notch. This is known as the cardiac notch. Heart is present here in between these two lungs. Okay. Now stomach. Stomach, pancreas, spleen, liver together can produce digestive system. Lungs can produce, lungs with the trachea can produce the respiratory system. Stomach, liver, pancreas, spleen together to produce the digestive system. Here the stomach. Here from the mouth we have esophagus. Esophagus is connected with the stomach. What are all the food particles we are eating comes through this esophagus tube and then enters inside the stomach. The pancreas is present here. The pancreas produces so many juices, that is known as the insulin. Here stomach produces gastric juices known as hydrochloric acid. Spleen is present here this side. And then the liver in this right side. This together to produce one system known as digestive system. Okay? Gallbladder is present in between this liver. Liver produces bile juice, and that bile juice moves towards the gallbladder, and time being it will be there. If you eat any food particle, the bile juice from the gallbladder comes through this gallbladder and enters here in this duodenum. Duodenum is the check post. This is the check post of the digestive system, because here insulin comes from this pancreas, bile juice comes from this bile duct, and then the duodenum is the beginning part of the small intestine for the digestion purpose. Okay, understood? I told you about this stomach, pancreas, spleen, and the liver. These together to produce one organ system known as the digestive system. Yeah, this is the lungs I told you at the beginning. From the nose to the nostrils, and then through this trachea, the air moves, and then the air settled here. The lungs doesn't know to separate the oxygen and carbon dioxide. The atmospheric air enters through this trachea and enters through this lungs. The alveoli, thousands of alveoli. That is, alveoli is a grape-like structure present here. That alveoli recognize the oxygen and absorb only oxygen and gives out other waste gases through this trachea. This is known as the respiratory system. Now we have to learn about the brain. Brain is present inside this skull bone. Skull gives the protection to the brain for the further damage. For protecting from the damage. And then heart involves in the circulatory system. I told you heart is present in the middle. You don't think that heart is present at the left side of the body. Heart is present in the middle of the lungs, but slightly tilted towards the left side. left side. We have auricles and the ventricles. And then we have inferior vena cava, superior vena cava to collect the bloods. That is, superior vena cava collect the deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body. Inferior vena cava collects the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body. And this deoxygenated blood collectively goes towards the pulmonary to the lungs. And then it absorbs, it gets the oxygen, and that oxygenated blood again enters to the pulmonary artery, and then it goes towards the aorta. From the aorta, the oxygenated blood moves to all parts of the body. Through the aorta, the oxygenated blood is distributed to all parts of the body. So, the heart involves in the circulatory system. Now, come to this kidney and then urinary bladder. Kidney, the bean-shaped structure is known as the kidney. We have two kidneys. Here, the kidney is the bean-shaped structure. Here we have so many blood pyramid-like structure inside that, known as the nephron. The nephrons are the filter bags of the kidney. We have lakhs and lakhs of nephrons inside them. The nephrons filters the water, the unwanted nitrogenous and the nitric water comes through these tubes and then collected here in this urinary bladder. So this system is known as the excretory system. The organ kidney and the organ urinary bladder together produce one organ system. Now, do you understood about the organs present inside the body? What are all the organs involved in what are all the functions? How can it do the function? What is the main purpose of this kidney? To remove the wastewater from the body, to remove the excess water from the body, and then that excess water comes up through this urinary bladder and then it comes out. And then this kidney and the urinary bladder together can help to maintain the pH level, that is acidic level, as well as the temperature of the body. Then what is the function of the heart? I told you the function of the heart is to carry the oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. From where it is carrying the oxygenated blood? It carries the oxygen from the lungs. So this is interrelated. These are all interrelated. All the organs and all the organ systems are interrelated with each other. So here, from the lungs, the oxygen is mixed up with the blood, and then from the heart, the pure blood, that is oxygenated blood, is moved to all the parts of the body. That oxygen is again helpful in the respiration. After respiration, the carbon dioxide is carried in the deoxygenated blood and then comes towards this lungs. Children, now we have understood about this respiration, circulation, excretion. Here the digestive part also I told you. Here the esophagus to stomach, and then pancreas, and then liver, and then spleen. Spleen it checks whether the food particle contain any harmful thing or any poison substance, anything. It clears it. And then the small intestine, and then we have the large intestine. Here in small intestine we have three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and then ileum. Duodenum is the beginning part which is connected with the pancreas and then bile duct. And then jejunum and then ileum. Ileum, we have the finger-like structure inside the ileum. That ileum helps the food particle to digest further. It absorbs the energy and mix up the energy to the blood capillaries, and then that blood capillaries moves that strength, that energy to all the body. Now children, this is the time for your assignment. First of all, I taught you about the cell. In that animal cell I taught you. So you have to draw and label the animal cell. In wherever you are drawing, you must draw with the help of your pencil. All the parts should be marked with the pencil. Don't use pen here. You use only pencil. All the parts should be at the right side of your diagram. You should not mark any part in the left side or surrounded with the diagram. You must mark all the parts at the right side of your diagram. The second question is, draw these organs. What are all the organs I have drawn? Here, lungs, stomach, liver, pancreas, spleen, brain, heart, kidney, urinary bladder. All these organs you must draw in your notebook, in your homework notebook. And you have to submit this homework notebook next week. Whenever you are getting this assignment, after completing your assignment, within 1 week you have to submit to the school office for the correction.